You know what happened in 2020 when COVID hit? You know what I did? I double and triple down, and then you know that nobody could go out on the streets, right? So what I did is I told my brother, because my brother he used to sue for like 20 years, and I told him, you know what, ¿crees que te puedes hacer unas máscaras para vender? Entonces dijo, yeah, está bien fácil. And how much are they gonna be? And they're like, they're probably gonna be like probably like 50 cents. I'm like, well, if you want to make money, we can start making máscaras for people. But this was back before they started selling the masks. So what I did is I went to downtown and I bought like the rolos de tela, de fábrica. And we started buying all the material there. And I bought like, I think I invested like $40,000 up front. And I went to this shop and I told some guys, you know, like, you guys want to work for my brother? And we got my brother-in-law and we set up a team of 7 people. And then we did like $100,000 mask. I was selling masks like at $4, bro. I think I profit $250,000. In 2 months, I profit $250,000, and all that money I invested back into the painting business, and my brother makes some money too.
Welcome to another episode of Guerreros Podcast. My name is Jonathan Solis, and today we have another one of our guests out here in LA, Jonathan Rodriguez. Yes, you heard it right, another Jonathan. You're about to get a ton of value from those Jonathans who definitely are making some moves, man. I definitely want to catch up to your level, brother, and I appreciate your time because time is money, and your time is definitely worth a freaking bunch of money right now. All right, more than anything, brother, I wanted to touch bases with you because last time I came, man, it wasn't an unexpected thing. It was like, hey, let me interview you, and I'm like, well, hey, where do you need me, man? You know, so you want to let the people know a little bit about yourself, brother, and what you do and what you got going on.
Well, first of all, thank you for having me here, Guerreros Podcast. But I'm fucking excited, bro, and I'm super impressed. First of all, I'm super impressed for what you're doing, how you're doing it, how you're taking action. You're just a go-getter. They tell you something, you go back to the city, take notes, and take action.
Execute, man.
But yeah, who am I? I'm Jonathan Rodriguez, and I'm basically just a regular guy, simple Mexican. My father, my mother, they're Mexicans from León, Guanajuato. I was born in the United States, but I went back to León, Guanajuato until when I was 8. And then I came back and I went to high school. I'm a dropout. I started working in the construction business for like 10 years, then for another company. And then I started my own company called Just Right Painting, where we do commercial, residential, HOA, concrete coating, cabinet refinishing.
Yeah.
I mean, pressure washing and more.
Hey, when did you start your painting company?
I started a painting company in 2018. This was back. I remember I quit my job on a. When was this? This was. I think it was in May. It was in May when I told my boss, you know what, I'm gonna leave on June 18. So that same day I left. I was going to, I think it was Venice Beach. When I was coming back that Monday, I already had lined up a few projects, and this was back in 2018. June 18, 2018.
So you what were you, like 29, 30?
I was 28. Right now I'm 34.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we started that journey, you know, at the same level. That's why I could connect with you, because I was like, bro, you guys in that level and that energy.
Yeah.
And I was like, I need to pick at that brain, because if we started the same thing and I'm barely hitting $250,000 and this guy's freaking way over it for sure.
Yeah.
Like, what am I doing? What am I not doing?
Right.
Not doing wrong, but what am I not doing?
Right.
So what was the one thing that you had to switch in your mind? Because at the end of the day, brother, for me, was not being hireable, right?
Yeah.
Not being able to find a freaking job with the government, not being able to drive because my record was shit, not being able to freaking, you know, go in and do certain jobs because of whatever reason.
Yeah.
For you, what was that thing that you're like, hey, I'm done with this. I need to make this change.
Yeah. So basically, just before I continue and answer your question, besides the painting business at 2018, I am also a co-owner with 6 stores. We sell fajas, Colombian shapewear, corsets, the best of the best, the top of the line, Colombian. And I'm also a real estate investor. But what makes me switch my mindset? It was just I wanted to do better. I was always, when I was 12 on the field, I was always a blue collar worker with the white collar mentality. I was just working and I wanted to do more, but I didn't know how. I just wanted to do more and more and more. So all I did is keep working until I hire mentors.
That was gonna be my next question. Is like, what was the first mentor you ever got?
So the first mentorship program that I got, I remember this was back in 2015. I was in my bedroom, and then I saw this ad from Ty Lopez,
Mm.
and you know that video here in my garage, and there's a bunch of books on the back, and I'm like, fuck, man, how much is that program? I'm like, damn, fucking $1,000. I'm like, fuck, man, that's a lot of money. And I went, I had at that time I had this account. It was my secret account because sometimes you know you have your account with your wife and whatever, but I had a separate account, the OGK account. Only God knows what's gonna happen, right? So I had this account. I had $1,000,
Wow.
and I'm like, okay, it's a lot of money, but I'm gonna go all in. So I bought the program. It was like $1,000, and I went all in. And it was just a set of courses online that you go in like any other course. Right now it's like a little bit of money, but back then it was a lot of money. So
Yeah.
that was like my first investment, and I learned so much, and my mindset changed that day. My mindset had changed, and I always wanted to do more, but that day I'm like, fuck, there's much more to do. You know, especially I didn't read books. That's when I started reading books,
There you go.
and basically that was my first mentor, $1,000. Then I went online and started just watching all his YouTube videos, free content, and I went through the programs, and it was I think it was like a blue belt uh, mentorship that he sold online.
Damn, brother. You know, when you say mentorships, it's one of those things that people don't understand a lot
Yeah,
because it's like, can you move quick?
yeah,
Possibly,
yeah,
but you're gonna bump into every single little bump on the road that's gonna be like, dude, well, how do I overcome this? Dude, like, how do I do this? And I experienced that a lot. What was one of the biggest bumps on the road that you encounter? Uh, where you like got your mentorship and you're like, hey, I'm quitting this day or not coming back, and then you had to do more work after that because if you quit a job, man, I imagine, did you have a backup plan?
I did not have a backup plan, but I was so from 2016 to 2018. I was just going all in on mentorships, and I was reading books, and I was learning more about marketing, about sales, about people, about how to run a company. I was getting promoted on my job site. I got promoted to a supervisor, into a safety officer, and I was doing all the trainings. Then I went to the estimators, sales. So as I was going with a different purpose. It was just not working. I was
Mhm.
working 12, 13, 14, 16-hour days for free. I was just learning and just learning, getting my mindset straight. So when I go on my own, it's kind of hard to fail. I didn't have a plan B because for me, it's just plan A.
Ooh,
Plan B for me is like,
no
okay,
way
you have
out.
a cushion. It's like if you're going to go off a building, right? And then if you have a net, most likely you're gonna jump off because there's a net, they're supporting you, like a bungee. You go to Six Flags. Well, back in the day, you go to Six Flags, you jump off the bungee, whatever. You have a cord, right? So if you have a plan A, there's no plan B. So you gotta make it work. So that's usually what I do. Is just have a plan A and let's go. You gotta get prepared. And if you have a really good game plan, you don't need to fail. You can go straight. I mean, you're gonna fail, but if you have a plan A,
Just
you go
keep
right
going.
through it, any obstacle.
Damn, bro,
You
that's
know.
beautiful. You literally just made yourself go like, dude, there's nothing behind me but a wall, and I'm
Hmm.
literally on the ledge, and I'm just jumping. I'm
Exactly.
gonna figure out my safety net as I go.
Yeah.
Damn,
Yeah.
guys, you see what I'm talking about? Like individuals like Jonathan Rodriguez himself, who they don't think about it, man. They just said, I'm all in, I'm gonna jump. And on your way in, man, on your way up, whatever you want to call it, it's you building that process to make sure that you have something to land on your way there, man. It's not what like the safety net is there. He's building his safety net. He built that safety net to make sure that, hey, I'm already there, dude. I'm already freaking free falling. What
Hell
am I
yeah.
gonna do, right?
Hell yeah. Let's get it. Like usually what I did is I already had a vision. Like I knew where I was going. I don't know if it happens to you, but sometimes you go through something and you're like, oh, I already left this because you already put it through your mind. You have a game plan and you do it on your brain and you finish before starting. So that's kind of how I did it and how I do everything. I picture it, I manifest it, and I think about it beforehand. And obviously, as you're going, there's going to be problems. There's going to be downs all the time. But keeping the momentum going is kind of hard to stop. When you're going, you're going. You're
Oh
fucking
yeah, dude.
breaking through barriers, breaking through whatever. Because like you're gonna be powerful. Oh, I'm fucking excited. Whatever. And then the next day, you're not gonna feel motivated. Next day, someone's gonna die. Next day, your cousin's gonna have COVID. The next day, you're not gonna have cash flow. So fucking just keeping your mind straight, having a good game plan, and not worrying about not stressing out so much about the problems, but finding the solution, and not any solution, but the best solution at its point, and taking the right action and massive amounts of action. That's the way I've been able to like crush it every time.
There's no such thing as the right solution, huh? There's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
the best one that you can pick, and then you just fail. You're
yeah,
like, all right, man, I messed up here. Let's switch this game plan a little bit, and then boom, let's try again.
yeah, yeah,
There's
yeah.
dude, one of the things that I definitely learned doing this, or at least jumping into this journey, because I started my business in 20 November on my 30th birthday, because
Oh, really?
I didn't want to go past my 30th birthday without having
Yeah.
something that was my own.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, we're gonna start a business. But what business? Well, Garage Doors is literally in your bloodstream. Your dad is doing it.
Yeah.
Like I always end up going back to it.
Yeah.
Right. But now I started taking it serious in December 22nd, I believe it was 2022.
Wow.
So, dude, my journey was just recent, and then I got coaching with Albert, and then I went literally every year, because I mean I don't really count 2018 because it was November, December, and boom, 2019.
Yeah.
So I started like 2019, 30, 35, 40K.
Yeah.
2020, 55, 60. 2021, we did 80, 90. 2022 with the 140.
Yeah, yeah.
So it was always like peak and peak
Yeah.
and peak and
You
peak.
were always growing.
Yeah, I was always growing. And this last year, brother, I freaking just doubled up. I went from 145, 140 to a little bit over 300K in
Wow,
top
brother.
line. And I
That's
was like,
amazing.
wow, dude, what just happened?
Yeah.
And it was the fact that I invested in myself. I went all in.
You went all in.
I went all in. Like you said, dude, I just said, fuck it, let's go. Let's jump. Let's just jump.
You threw yourself in the water.
Yeah, dude. And like, that's why now talking to you, dude, like it just reminded me, like, hey, this guy started around the same time. What am I not doing?
Yeah.
What do I need to change? Wasn't the new game plan?
Yeah.
So now we're like, not only are we all the way in, we're free falling, bro, and the freaking concrete is right there.
Yeah.
I know you do the concrete coating, bro, but I don't want to mess that beautiful stuff up. I'll definitely give you work with that, because not only is it gonna be a coating, it's gonna need a full repair if I hit that.
Yeah.
So now we're building that safety net, that plan to make sure that, hey, we're free falling, man, but we're enjoying that right down. We're enjoying the emotion. We're enjoying everything that's happening for you. When it came to your business, what were your milestones, or where was it that you're like, hey, I hit this and now I'm stuck, and then I hit this point and now I'm stuck? As far as your numbers, like what was the first milestone that you hit that you felt stuck?
So basically, I kind of relate with you when you said like, before I'm 30, I want to start my business. So that was me before 30, and I told my ex boss, I told him, you know what, I'm gonna quit because I don't want to be 30 and working for someone.
Yeah.
And what's wrong with it? This and that, and then, but I went all in. But yeah, some of the milestones that I've been through. So 2018, when I quit that company, I'm like, okay, if I can have 2-3 guys working all year round, in my brain was like, okay, it's like 125, 150,000 per employee per revenue, gross revenue per employee per year. So I had 3. If I could do $500,000, I'll be good. I'll be set. Because back then I was making already 150,000. I don't remember, like 150,000 a year. So I'm like, okay, that was my first milestone, and I didn't hit it. I think I hit 100,000. It was kind of hard. It was tough. Why? Because I had a bunch of hats that day. I remember that day that I was working 20 hours a day. It was just, I was doing the phone calls, I was doing the accounts receivable,
Everything.
accounts payable, and then I had to run for the estimate and then come back.
You sound like Jonathan Solis.
And I just fucking washed myself real quick. I was all painted, and then changed from my white painter's clothes to my. Well, back then it wasn't a suit. It was just a regular shirt, and then doing the estimates, coming back, and then spraying all day long, and still not making any money. Like the first year, I broke even. I was stressing out. And then the following year, that's another milestone was like, okay, this year I do want to hit $1 million. So what can I do differently? So that's when I brought my sister. She started doing, she's a CPA, and she started doing all the accounts receivable, the pipeline, the CRM.
The back end part, right?
The back end and all the office stuff and all these things. And that's when I hit $1 million on revenue. Back then, 2019, we bought our first 2 vehicles. I asked my mom for a loan. This is how broke I was. Like right now, $5,000, a piece of cake,
Yeah.
Like today, I sold $100,000 just in one day. But back in the days, it was like,
Hey,
okay,
it was part time at that.
I mean, yeah, there's levels to levels.
Yeah.
Like, and it's okay. Like as long as you're not competing against someone else, you're competing against yourself.
Yes, sir.
And that was the whole time, like competing, like just comparing to myself where I was before. I was always happy, and also like like staying motivated, enjoying the journey, you know. And that day, I'm like, I need vehicles because my brother was working with me. His name is Fabian, and he had this car. It was like a 1990, and he used to carry the sprayers on the car. It was all painted. And then he told me, "Hey, carnal, yo creo que ya este carro ya no va a aguantar."
Jefe, ya no
and I'm
aguanto.
like, fuck. And then I called my mom, and then she's like, I told her if she has money to borrow for a down payment for the vans, and she borrowed me like, I think it was like 14,000. I bought two vans. They were like 70,000 each van. Actually, it was like 45. Now they're like 70, but it was 45,000 each. And I got those two vans, and that's how I pushed the second year, $1 million in revenue. So I went from like 100,000 to like $1 million.
You have the same amount of crew, or did your crew grow as well?
Well, at that point, I was running about seven guys, roughly, like seven guys. And then the following year, it was 2020. That's when COVID hit, and all the companies were laying off people, and I was hiring. I was doubling. I was tripling. I was like, fuck yeah, there it is. I was because I knew the painters. I knew like painters because I'm a painter. I painted for 15 years, and I knew the guys. So when I saw these guys, the other companies laying people out, I'm like, fuck yeah, this is where I fucking double and triple. So I started doing a bunch of marketing, and I already by then I already knew more about marketing. I knew Ty Lopez. I started studying a lot more. So I started doubling on marketing and doubling on hiring, and also implementing more processes. So that year we went from 100,000 to like 2.1, something like that. It would double in size. We had like 14 guys. We bought another van. So we had like three vans now, and I mean that was a good milestone. And then from there, it just fucking blew up. Yeah, it blew up even more when I went in 2022. I went to Brandon Dawson. So Brandon Dawson, I think I invested like I don't know, like 60,000 for the 360, and that's when I came back. We doubled the company in size.
And I can relate to you on the whole COVID thing.
Yeah,
When COVID hit, I literally just had my child. I had just gotten well, not married, but me junté con mi señora.
yeah,
She was pregnant. I had moved out from my mom's house because I was paying. At there, I was paying a little, literally a hellhole, man. It was un garachito, like a little garage, 10 by 10,
yeah.
small. Only a queen size bed fit in there, and I only had probably no bigger than this table of space to walk in and out.
Wow.
And I was like, dude, my wife is pregnant. I have a business I'm not doing good at. Like, I need to move out. I moved out. COVID hit. We're closing everything. All this is gonna happen. Dude, I almost lost it. I was like, what in the whole world? I'm about to go from $600 to $2,400 rent a month. My kid is on his way. My wife is here. Like, what am I gonna, what am I gonna do? And what ended up happening, bro? For some people, of course, I don't want to say it was. I don't want to demean anything that happened to people, but business wise, it was one of the things that definitely uh, boosted the revenue. Because in 2019, COVID,
Yeah,
everybody staying home, everybody, the kids freaking messing with the garage doors,
yeah,
like all this stuff that was happening. And I was like, hold on, what is going on? But I didn't know marketing.
yeah,
That's one of the reasons why I think I didn't explode. Because now, if 2019 would have happened with what I know right now, I
yeah,
would have done what you did. Higher, boom, let's go double down, double down. I didn't know none of that. But
You know
now I
what
do.
happened? You know what happened in 2020 when COVID hit? You know what I did? I double and triple down, and then you know that nobody could go out on the streets, right? So what I did is I told my brother because my brother he used to sue for like 20 years, and I told him, you know what, ¿Crees que te puedes hacer unas máscaras para vender? Entonces dijo, yeah, está bien fácil. And how much are they gonna be? And they're like, they're probably gonna be like probably like 50 cents. I'm like, well, if you want to make money, we can start making máscaras for people. But this was back before they started selling the masks. So what I did is I went to downtown and I bought like the rolos de tela, de fábrica, and we started buying all the material there. And I bought like I think I invested like $40,000 up front. And I went to this shop and I told some guys, like you guys want to work for my brother, and we got my brother-in-law and we set up a team of 7 people, and then we did like $100,000 mask. I was selling masks like at $4, bro. I think I profit a quarter million in
Jeez,
2 months.
brother.
I profit a quarter million, and all that money I invested back into the painting business. And my brother makes some money too. And he was working fucking 12, 14 hours a day, every single day.
Dude, the way
Living
you
the
see
good life.
opportunity, man.
Yeah, and then when everybody was at home watching Netflix, depressed, I found no COVID, bro. I went through COVID like nothing happened. I was like working more than ever. I was delivering masks at 1 in the morning, boxing gyms, hospitals, people coming from Victorville, Hesperia, Riverside to LA to my shopping in Boyle Heights. I was selling left and right. People were selling on Amazon. And then when I started seeing that started like coming down, the masks were selling like I don't know, like $1 each. I'm like, you know what? I'm wholesaling the whole thing. I'm getting out of this. And we started focusing on the business.
Dude,
But that's funny how you say it, bro. COVID, I'm like, you were pushing.
Yeah, I was
I
pushing,
was
man. But
pushing,
imagine,
yeah.
like I say, imagine if I would have been able to understand what I understand now. It was like, oh, guys,
Yeah.
every single garage door company out there would have definitely not kept up. I would have been way above every single garage door out there. I know I'm the best. I
Yeah.
already know this. I already know what I'm bringing to the table, the value, the knowledge. The companies out there hire my companies or roads to
Mhm.
do their work.
Mhm.
I was like, you guys are hiring my dad to do the jobs you guys can do. Every single job that you have is under my belt because it got done by my dad.
Mhm.
Who has my dad and you know doing the
Yeah.
work, the knowledge.
Yep.
It's not your garage door, or you're not a garage door pro, man. You hiring the pros to go do the garage doors.
Yeah,
We
because
are
it's
the pros, you
it's
know?
always about the knowledge.
Yeah.
Like people think, oh, this was so easy, or just do this and that. But how long did it took you to learn that? You fucking went through the grind. You have the skill set, you know. So people
was
don't
3
know that.
decades in the
People think, oh,
making.
he did it in one day. Well, that it doesn't mean like it's like when Picasso does a drawing, you know, like he does artwork. It's fucking $20,000. Took him 30 minutes, you know. It's not that, it's the investment, you know.
Yeah, that's right, dude. Like I said, it's been combined experience. I think we have, for myself, I have 2 decades. I know my dad's been doing this for over 3.5, almost 4.
Yeah.
You're looking over 50 year or 5 decades of combined experience.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's very small companies, or not very few companies. I want to say not small. Very few companies that have that, other than the big Elias,
Mhm.
that actually have the experience of people. But there's very few companies out there that have that experience on family-owned
Yeah.
businesses that have that. It's like the only reason they made money is because they knew how to run a business. But I knew how to do the work.
Yeah.
Right, but
Yeah.
now, dude, they're screwed. We're
Yeah.
letting know they're done for, bro. We're gonna
Yeah.
go back and kill it.
Yeah.
Let
no,
me
yeah.
ask you, what was
Woo!
how was it that you're seizing opportunity? Like, what do you see? What do you look for? What is it that? Because I don't think you waited, man. You don't wait for anything. You just see it. It's like, oh, dude, we're going in.
Yeah, no, the thing is that you gotta get prepared. Like I don't think and I don't believe in luck. A lot of people think, oh yeah, he's lucky. There's no such thing as luck. Like you don't see my day to day. You don't see what time I wake up. You don't see like how many years I've been in the grind. You don't see like how's my family. You don't see how I'm with God. You know, there's a bunch of things. There's no such things as balance. I know we talk about balance all the time, but there is a balance, but it's a different type of balance, and that balance is for different for everybody. You know, because you can't follow my balance. A lot of people don't operate in 4 hours of sleep. A lot of people don't operate in 2 hours of sleep. Some people can't work if they don't sleep. You know, but for me, my motivation, first of all, is the family, right? If I'm good with my family, I'm good with everything. If I'm good with God, I'm good. But like having a good routine, waking up early, like the first thing, waking up early, and taking a shower, cold plunge, hitting to the gym. Sometimes people are like, okay, I'm gonna do this. They do it for a day. What happens? Nothing happens. They do it for 2 days. What happens? It's like when you're learning the guitar. You're playing that the first day. Oh, my finger hurt. Todo ampollado, you know, you got blister all over the place. You can't play the guitar. You play a week, same shit. Play 2 weeks, same thing. What happens after you play 150 days? You play any single song. You get callos.
That's right.
You know, but you play every single song. It's the same thing with everything else. When you go to the gym, you don't see any results. You don't feel motivation. You're in pain. After like the 100-day mark, that's when you start seeing results. And that's literally what happens to me. Like after like I started working out, it's not even that I want to work out. It's that I have to. That's something that is in my blood flow. And when I went to that IE Mastermind, I understand like all these things that Dr. Jason Chiriano was talking about. I'm like, that's me. And I was telling my assistant, I'm a biohacker.
Yeah,
I'm like, I biohacking my life. And like, without even knowing, I'm like, fuck, I'm doing the right things. But I told Tony, what else can I do better? I'm like, ooh, okay. What else? Okay, sleep more. Okay, I sleep 4 hours. And I'm still good. But what about the long term? What about when I'm 50? What's going to happen? You know, so I told Tony, you know what? I don't think about 8 hours because it's a little bit too much. But if I could do at least 5 to 7, like in a good day, every single day, consistently, and quality, deep sleep, no noise, AC 267, like black curtains, no noise whatsoever, deep sleep, I'm good, bro.
Bro, that is beautiful.
So you know, so that's what I told Tony, and I'm like, okay, I'm doing all these things, you know, and how do I find those opportunities? I just get prepared. I'm over prepared, and then when the opportunity comes, I over deliver. You don't want to under promise. You want to over deliver every single time. So, for instance, let me give you an example. Like I was like, I'm all over the place. I started my social media, like 2 weeks, no, not 2 weeks, 2 months ago or 8 weeks ago. And I'm like, fuck, man, I'm putting all my focus on the wrong thing, on the shiny objects. I mean, I heard this all the time. Like, there's this opportunity, you can make this much, but what happened to what you already have? Maybe this is gonna take a lot more focus, and this is probably gonna just take maybe a few days because you already have it. It's already up and running. So now that I have my social media running, we're posting daily, every single day in all social media platforms. We're probably doing one post a day in all the platforms. We have Mis Curvas, Forma Tu Cuerpo, my personal brand, Jonathan Rodriguez CEO, Just Right Painting, and then we have the Limitless CEO and the Just Right Painting podcast. That's 6 times 6. We're doing 36 posts, and sometimes we do twice a day. So imagine doing 70 posts a day. So we have that up and running automatically on auto AI with the team. Everybody knows what to do.
I was about to tell you, like, it's not
so basically we're already doing that. So I'm like, fuck, man, I gotta do something else. What did I do? I started thinking, how can I make more money? I gotta maximize my time. What can I make more money, right? So I started, like, for instance, one example. I saw the fajas. We already sell fajas. We're the best in the industry. I'm partnered with Forma Tu Cuerpo, with the owner. And then we're already in 22 countries. So basically, I started selling wholesale. I did one deal for 10,000. I did another deal for 20,000, and that only takes 1 hour of my time, And that's what I'm starting doing. That's where I want to build my personal brand, because if I can sell to other people, so let's say I sell $20,000. Let's say I sell them to you, and you're making, out of those 20,000, you make 9,000. You're winning, bro, and I'm winning. And my partner's winning. So everybody's winning. So that's the way you find opportunities. How? Providing and over delivering value. Right?
Who did you learn that under promise, over deliver?
Oh, no. Under promise, over deliver. I don't know where I heard it from, but the over promise, over deliver, I heard it from Grant Cardone.
Oh, there you over promise.
Over promise, over deliver. You don't want to under promise. That was me back in 2017. Under promise and then over deliver. Easy cheesy. Lemon squeezy. But now it's like, fuck, man. You over promise and you come in and you over deliver, and they're like, "Damn, man, fuck, man,
you're giving way more than they
killing it, brother." Dude. I'm telling you,
that is beautiful, because that's literally where I was at. Right, I learned is like, hey, you want to under promise and over deliver.
Yeah,
but right now, put it into perspective. It's like, dude, if you over promise, what do you have to do as a business owner, as a CEO? You got to come and not only deliver that, but as the quality of person, that Bugatti experience that you offer, and you're gonna come and over deliver already.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's dude. I mean,
that's what I tell my customers. Like, this customer, like, the first thing I come in and I break the ice. Like, for instance, this customer today, I came to this concrete coatings, and I'm like, yeah, you do concrete? Yeah, we do concrete coating. What do you want? Can you guys do painting? No, we can not only do painting. We come in with the grinders. We come in with the generators. We're gonna we're gonna profile the concrete. Then we're gonna deliver we're gonna put the bed coat. We're gonna do the flake system, the polyasphalt, high gloss. We not only do that, but we can also deliver the metallics, whatever you want on top of that. And then he's like, wow, man, you're so detailed. I'm like, yeah, I'm delivering you the Bugatti experience. And then before I leave, I tell him, do you know anyone else that you want to give a gift? And I'm like, what gift? Do you want to deliver them the Bugatti experience? Yeah. But do you have someone that you might know that might need our painting services? You get the referral. You seek opportunities. How do you find the opportunity? You seek for them. How? Connected businesses. You don't go off the top. Like, if you're doing real estate, you don't go and do something like way totally different. You stay connected to whatever you're doing. For instance, how did I find the opportunity? It was a $2,500 project, right? But then he told me, he's like, oh yeah, like, do you guys paint exterior? Yeah, we paint exterior. Do you want a quote for your exterior? How long is that going to take? It's a couple of days. I'm like, no, give me 10 minutes. Give me 10 minutes. I'm going to measure the property. This is how you over deliver. I'm going to measure the property, height, length, prep work, detail, right? And I'm going to deliver you in 10 minutes the most detailed proposal you ever seen in your whole life. And he was like, he was nervous, bro. He didn't know what to say. And then he's like, you know what? I told him 17,500, and then he's like, can you do it for 15? I'm like, let's meet halfway. So we met like at $16,250, but you have to sign today. Put in that urgency. So you going back to the opportunity, how do you find it? Look, that was just a Facebook ad, and it cost me literally $7. I turned that $7 to an opportunity of $16,250 with the 40% profit, 7,500 profit on the spot. That's how you find opportunity. You find connected businesses.
You give me homework to do, but I
That's
got
how
more
you do
homework
it.
now.
Yeah, that's how you do it. You find it. You find it on the connect. You don't go sideways. How do you find it? I have a painting business. I'm already doing concrete coatings. I go and look for the best of the best on concrete coating. And then I'm the dealer of that coating. Why? Because you don't want to be a Toyota. You want to be a Lexus.
Right.
You don't want to be a Lexus. You want to be a Bugatti. You want to be the best of the best. People don't pay for the money. People don't pay for the work. People pay for the experience. People pay how you make them feel. That's what people pay. I don't care. It's like people pay for time. Like if it's me and there's someone selling someone for $1, but what about like a water bottle? You know, sell it for $1 right here in downtown. What about if you go to El Superior, El Super, Food for Less, wholesale, like Whole Foods? You're gonna buy it for like fucking $3 for 24 bottles. Right here, you pay $1. Right now, down the street, you pay $2. You go to a restaurant, they sell it to you for $4. What about when you're in a nightclub? Fucking sell it for $10, bro.
Yeah.
And it tastes better. You're like, yeah, you know, so that's just the way it is, bro. It's just over delivering. People pay for the experience. Find the connected businesses. Always. I'm always finding connected businesses. I'm already selling retail, Fajas retail. Get that product, sell it online. Get that product, TikTok. Get that product, Facebook, Amazon, Target, Walmart. What about wholesale? Then, once you start doing more and you don't stop, because when you stop the momentum, it takes a whole month to get it going again. You're going super fast and you stop. It's like when you're playing soccer. You stop and you're like, you know what I mean? Like you need to keep the momentum going.
Yeah.
And then wholesale. From wholesale, influencers. From influencers, affiliates. You know, you start making moves, you know? That's how you find the connecting and the opportunities, connecting businesses,
wow, bro.
making more money.
It just changed my mindset on how I have to do shit now.
And then also like mentorships, you know, like you're already doing social media, you get attention, you get more money. Connected business would be YouTube. You go to YouTube, Google owns YouTube. Google will push your YouTube. YouTube will push your Google. Google will push your SEO. Everything you're doing, your keywords, it's going to be organic. So basically when someone comes in and they type in over the head garage doors, and they're going to find you quick. Why? Because you already have a podcast. Why? Because you're already talking about your brand. Why? Because you're already answering questions. Why? Because you're selling this program called $125 coaching, fix your door. How do I fix the door? Over the head garage doors. Okay, there it is. Boom. Then they see your podcast. Oh, he has a podcast. Like that customer I went to in right here, I told Tony, hey, Tony, this is the ghetto. And then Tony was like, what? This is not the ghetto. This is better than my neighborhood. I'm like, bro, this is the ghetto. There's small houses. They don't pay money, whatever. And okay, we park, okay. But watch, bro, watch. I got up and I started fucking, usually when I
Pumping
go up, I pump up myself up. I got my energy. I'm like, fuck it, we're going to fucking manifest. The customer don't know me. But once I'm out of that house, it's just going to be done. I'm going to fucking sell that project. So I manifested myself, and that's where I find the opportunity. It was a fucking cold lead from Facebook as well. It was like fucking $7, $8, $20 lead. And I came in, super presentable. Hey, Mrs. Jones, thank you for always acknowledging. Thank you for having me. You want me to take my shoes off? I hope you're having a great day. Yeah. And I started like just doing my pitch, breaking the ice. When I went out, I had sold the project already. And on top of that, I told her, you know what? And we have a podcast. You have a podcast? And I got a subscriber, right? So it's just like a ripple effect. So you could be like there's a lot of drug addicted things that you could do. It's gonna be a bad ripple effect. But when you're doing good things, you're transferring that energy. And it just gets better, better, and better. But you gotta be careful. When something comes up that looks really shiny, sometimes if it's not connected to what you're doing, you gotta say no. Because then you're losing the opportunity cost. Right? So the opportunity cost is more like, okay, I'm gonna come and do this, but this is gonna pay me $1,000, right? But you have something that is gonna pay you $100,000. So why the fuck you're gonna go over
For
there
$1,000, right?
for $1,000? You're losing
shiny.
here. You're losing
Yeah.
out. You know, you gotta say no, and it's okay to say no. People will
Damn.
understand, right?
No, dude, I definitely get you. When it comes to taking care of your customer, because that's one of the things I do. I want them to know that, hey, I respect your home, I respect your time, I respect the fact that you gave me a call. So I always do that kind of pitch that you do. Is like,
Yeah.
Mr. Jones, thank you for calling me today, man. I really appreciate it. And there's like, can we open your garage door? I was like, I don't want to come and bring my mud issues through your front door.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh no, it's okay. I was like, it's all right. I'll remove my shoes. They're just boom, boom. You know what I mean? I
Just
can
make
take
sure you
them
don't
out.
have any holes on the socks.
Oh, dude, yeah, that was definitely bad representation.
And don't have those punch ups.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I make sure that they definitely feel that, because at the end of the day, is their home. You're a guest.
Yeah.
No matter what, you ended up being a guest. They're allowing you to walk through their family space.
Yeah.
Right. So I love what you say that, because I could definitely connect them, and that's where I give them that over delivery and customer service. Because other guys, they just, I don't care, man. Botas y todo, they got nice floor, like,
Botas con
dude.
lodo, mud all over the
Yeah, like,
place.
hey, at least ask if you could go around the back or something, or figure out a way. But
Yeah.
so, and some people get offended by that.
Yeah,
It's
they
like,
do.
You want me to remove my food?
Especially Asians. Yeah, they want you to remove
They want you to remove the stuff. So, do I love the fact that you brought that up, because at the end of the day, if you have a service business, there's no business without your clients. There's no business without your customers. There's no business there. if
You know
you're not
what?
taking care of them.
That brings me to something that a lot of people are going for, like new customers. Bro, focus on your customers. Your customers is 75%. 75% of your business will be your repeat customers.
Mhm.
Come in, you get your CRM, you talk to your customers, send them letters, send them gifts. Doesn't have to be 100,000. It could be fucking $1 gift card.
Sometimes they love, sometimes I even love the gift card from Starbucks, man. It's
Yeah,
like, what is
gift
this about?
card.
Oh, they're
Yeah.
thinking about me.
There it is.
Yeah.
So
So-
focus on your
You
current
know what
customers.
I did? I actually have a customer. Her name, I don't even want to mention her name, but we just call her Sandy for the time being.
Yeah.
And she called me, or she texted me the day before yesterday. He was like, "Hey, Jonathan, I think we're due for our service. You think you come by?" I was like, "Did my CRM not give you a text?" And I was like, "Oh, that's right. We haven't added Sandy to our CRM system, because we just
Yeah.
added it in October."
Yeah.
He said job from like 2018, 2019, or like when I really started the
Right.
job.
Yeah.
Right. And I was like, "Oh, no worries, Sandy." I was like, and then this is how powerful the connection is with my clients.
Yeah.
It's like, maybe you can come check out the door. I haven't lubricated it, but hey, at least we'll be able to catch up to see how you're doing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna go back to do. Hey, look, now we're doing a podcast.
Yeah.
Now if you need your shelves, we got you with your shelves. Hey, I know you gotta take the kit. You know what I ended up doing for her? I over delivering. The fact is like, hey, Jonathan, you think you could replace my front door lock?
Yeah.
It only took me like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Dos tornillos, buenos tornillos, program the thing. I was like, hey, there you go, Sandy. He's like, oh man, I really appreciate it. My kids we're gonna work the door up and down, up and down.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, whatever you need. I'm your one man stop.
Yeah.
Whatever you need. If I can't do it, I'll find you someone that will. But dude, I'm gonna be that someone now. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, you just gave me a ton of work to do back home, and switch your mentality on the fact that I'm just not under deliver. I'm gonna over deliver. I mean, I'm gonna over promise and over deliver.
Yeah, forget about the under deliver. Just over deliver every
Over-deliver,
single time, bro.
Yeah.
They're gonna give you so many customers and ask for
that
the
was beautiful.
referral. Another thing that I can give you is be competitive. Like for me, nobody's gonna outwork me. I'm not the smartest guy, but I'm the more hardworking. And I never forget, bro. I never forget. I'm always fucking on it.
Do you remember all your customers still? Like if you stop at a house, like I know you
Every
got
time.
a ton of jobs, right?
Yeah, we have thousands
Yeah,
of projects we completed, and we run about 20 crews at the same time. So yeah, no, to be honest, I don't remember every single thing, but like every single job, once I pull up the name in the house, yeah,
it kind of brings like, yeah, that's
Pops
the one
out.
thing that when they call me like earlier today, I had just finished the podcast earlier with Nick,
Yeah.
Nick Pies, and then one of my clients called me. I didn't save his number, but I remember.
Yeah, who's
his
Nick
name.
Pies? Just for the audience,
Huh?
Nick Pies.
Nick Pius is the president of IE Mastermind, man. This guy put a lot of people together, like Jonathan Rodriguez, like myself, into a room, man, into a room. So now we're here rubbing shoulders with high-level individuals that have this type of mentality. Only in Guerreros Podcast are you getting this. Only in Guerreros Podcast are we bringing these individuals with that mentality, dude. Like you said, we don't stop, we don't go. I mean, we don't stop, we just keep going. There's no plan B for us. There's really none of that. Jonathan Rodriguez just said it, man. Just go for it. That's what we do. We don't stop,
Fire!
man. That's what we do, man.
Yeah,
And dude, the one thing about you, bro, you have this freaking energy. There's this commitment and this. Dude, I don't even know how to explain just from the lack of words. Like you said, man,
Yeah.
I'm not that smart. But dude, if you put me in a room and you tell me, hey, dude, apply this, like, boom, let's go, boom, let's go, boom, let's go. Why? Because at the end of the day, man, these people like Jonathan Rodriguez, that they tell you something, and the last thing you want to do is take their grab their advice, turn that self-help, because it becomes self-help when you ask, right? You trying to help yourself, and then forget about it and put it on the shelf. That turns into self-help,
Yeah.
right? And that thing you definitely don't want to do. You want to make sure, like for me, the only way I can show you, because I mean, at this point,
Yeah.
what can I buy you that you can buy yourself? You can
Yeah.
buy your trips, you can buy your cars, you can buy the like, what, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The only thing I can give you, and I told this to Albert, hey brother, the only thing I can give you is to make sure that what you tell me, I go back home, apply it, so that you know that
Make you proud.
that make you proud in the sense that,
Yeah.
hey, I'm not wasting your time.
Yeah.
Because I mean, dude,
And that's one thing that I see about you, bro. You're always an action taker. You do this, you do that. But the audience, they want to listen. What should I do? There's no one such thing that you should do. You should do everything and everything that works. There's no like one thing. There's so small little things that you do. Even if you're fat, even if you're ugly, even if you're black, even if you're white, whatever it is, you just have to do the things. That's it. Do the things that make you successful.
do the work, man.
Sometimes you're going to be super successful and super miserable at the same time. They're gonna be, but you that's why you want to have a balance on yourself, you know, because you want to, you want to make sure you're winning and doing all these little things. Like you could do little things on work that's gonna make you successful. The little things like going to the gym every morning, that's gonna make you fit. Those little things that you're doing for God, that's gonna make you spiritual, you know. And the little things about the mindset, like it's just about the family, like getting into the house energetic, not coming into the house all drained. You gotta come in and fucking pump it up, man. Get there. The same way you went out the house, that's the same way you're gonna come in.
You know what you just said right now? You just gave literally a whole recipe, man. That's literally what it's called, a recipe for success, because it's not just one thing. Like when was the last time you had let's say, what's your favorite food? One of your favorite dishes?
Oh, I like ribeye.
Ribeye?
Yeah, medium rare.
What if they just grab the ribeye, no salt, no nothing, they just put it on the pan and bring it out to you? Is it gonna taste good?
We need the sizzle.
Right? You need the seasoning. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, you're gonna have your ribeye, but it's not gonna taste good if you don't add the salt, if you don't have the side dish, if you don't have the the chesquito, the refresco,
1,000%, yeah.
You need all this. Yeah, you need all this to enjoy that. Yeah. So when you think about, hey, you're just gonna do one thing, like, dude, that's not gonna think. You're gonna do one little bit of everything. It's a recipe.
Remember your purpose too. Like for me, it's a purpose. For everybody, it's different. My purpose is my family. I want to keep my family happy. If my wife is not happy, my son is not happy, my kids are not happy, I'm not happy. But I'm still performing because I'm a high performer. But for me, in order for me to be happy, I want to keep my family happy so we can go out and make memories. We're going to create memories. So that's what makes me happy. When I'm sitting down with my wife and we're remembering, we're going through the pictures, we're going through memories, you know, and that's forever. That's going to be a lifetime because you don't know when you're going to be out. You could be working all this much, but what good it is if nobody fucking remembers you, right?
You know what Coach Jesse said?
Yeah.
He was like, hey, bro. And he said it on Thursday. He was like, it's no good for you to have, it's like, it's not good for you. It's not going to be good for you to be like, instead of going, an apple a day keeps the doctors away, not 7 apples on Sunday.
Yeah.
And that kid, bro, because it was the right time to hear it.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, you cannot be like, not eat anything for the rest of the day and then on Sunday expect to fucking do everything. Nah, dude. Every day get that apple, every day get that apple, every day get that apple. Enjoy it, man. Because at the end of the day, you think you're going to fit 7 apples in one day just back to back to back. You're not. You got to be able to enjoy the moments like you said, bro. I really admire you for that, being a family man, being a spiritual man, being a freaking overachiever, a freaking go-getter, bro. I love it. Your energy, like I said, it's contagious, bro. Like you said, I almost read, this guy gave a speech at the IE Mastermind group last month on the 9th, was it? I think it was on the 9th.
February 8th.
Right?
Yeah.
On the 8th. And dude, I felt like I got fired from the company I don't even work at. And I was like, dude, I need to look at all this. Like, what is his core values? What is the mission statement? Like, God, dude, I'm about to get fired. I was almost about to Google this stuff.
Yeah.
Because it was so powerful. Your energy was there. Like, dude, this type of stuff, a lot of people don't have that energy, that push, that grit, you know, or that grit. Sorry, you have it, man. You have it, and it's not just saying it. You're showing it. You're making it happen. You're successful, not just in money, but in family. You know, like you said, you're close to God too, and it's a big thing. At least for in the Mexican family, in Latinos, we're one of the things that we are really close to is God.
Always,
So, like, dude, you say you're proud of me, man. That definitely, like, I've gotten that back to back to back this whole month, and I'm just like,
keep it going. You gotta keep that momentum going. But you know what it is? Now you can't go back. Now you're saying all these things in social media, all these good things, you know. So it's kind of hard to keep up. So now you gotta like really be strong about it and embrace it and just keep going, bro. Keep going and keep making success, and that's gonna create more opportunities, and you're gonna keep it coming, and you're gonna keep doing good, bro.
And even Nick Paya said that earlier, like one of the podcasts, like, dude, I gotta give it to you.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I'm proud of you. Like, you're an inspiration. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
what I mean? Like,
you're doing like most better than most of the people.
dude, like, nah, like that.
You're doing like 6 podcasts a day.
Yeah,
like
dude, I'm just doom. Like, I'm just, dude, I'm just overwhelmed with emotion as man. You know, it's hard for us to process emotion, but it's one of those things. Like, bro, you should feel proud of yourself because people like high level individuals like yourself, the level that I want to be to, the influence that you guys have on me, it's like I'm not doing it because I have to. I'm doing it because I'm loving the freaking feeling. I'm loving the journey. I'm not doing it because I say it and now I gotta keep my word. Of course, we gotta keep our word.
Yeah.
But to have people like yourself be like, hey, dude, you're doing something. And, you know, sometimes the people that you want to hear from, they might not say it. But at the end of the day, you know what you're doing. I know what I'm doing. You know what you're doing. You know, like you say, you know your intention with what you're doing, your purpose with what you're doing.
Yeah, being purposeful every time with whatever you do before you not just do things to do things with the purpose. And I always say, interesting. I always say this. A lot of people they want to be they want to be interesting, but you want to say interested with people. You know, listen to people, listen to them. You know, they want to be able to have someone to talk to. And by staying quiet, staying humble, you'll always learn more. You can learn from anyone. It doesn't mean you're gonna have to do it, but I think it's better to stay humble. And especially when you're going home. Well, for me, when I'm going home with my family, I'm always listening. I'm always listening and attention to detail. That really goes a long way. My wife comes from the nail salon. Oh, what color did you do? This. I'm always paying attention to all the details, and not only in the family, but also to your employees, helping your employees because it's not just about the money; it's about helping them win. And I think by everybody winning, then you're winning as well.
Ooh, we got a great leader in Guerreros Podcast, guys. Like
this
is what leaders do.
Yeah,
I was about to say lead by example. You know, making sure that you're not just taking care of you, because at the end of the day, like, yeah, of course you matter a lot, but you being able to take care of you and taking care of the people that are next to you, behind you, like all this stuff that's right next to you, man.
Yeah,
it's beautiful because it's not just you.
And you just said something like how, like, yeah, stay interested in taking care of your people, but how do you do that? Taking care of yourself first. Why? Because if you can't take care of yourself, you can't take care of anyone. You can't lead by example. So the first thing, you got to be right with yourself, with God, with your body, with the mindset, the whole 9 yards. When you could do that, you're good with yourself. And if someone, you can't change people, never. That's like, you can't do that. Like, people are who they are, but like, if you change yourself and you change your energy, people will change around you. You change your circle, people will change.
That's how you change your environment.
Man. Yeah,
like, even if you look at a really ugly environment, at the end of the day, man, you being part of that ugly environment says a lot about. It's reflecting on what you're doing.
Yeah,
and you attract what you really are.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, man, like you say, you gotta work out. How much are you benching now? Huh? How much are you benching right now?
Bench press.
Yeah, bench.
I could do 275 and maybe 315 on a good day.
Dude, the day you said, dude, I was over there benching, like, dude. Like,
yeah, man.
Fuck, man. I was like, at least I want to get back to working out and the way I used to too, you know?
And I'm not a power lifter. When Jesse said power lift, I'm not a power lifter. I just work out because I'm an addict to working out, and I like working out. I like pushing to myself to the limits. But I started at a plate, you know, like being able to do 3 plates. It's kind of impressive for me, for myself, because I'm not comparing to other people.
Oh, it's you.
Like, sometimes when you're going to the gym, there's a lot of ego lifters. They're not doing it right, wrong form, and they want to do like 4 or 5 plates, then they get injured for like 2-3 months.
Yeah, go back to your 1 plate.
Yeah, just for me, I'm like working out on 2 plates. But yeah, man.
Hey, I love the fact that you brought the fact that we need to take care of us to take care of anybody else. And that's been my main focus, because, I mean, dude, last time I was here a month ago, you already know, dude, I was like, dude, I got toxins in my body that shouldn't be here.
Yeah.
You know, like, I'm giving my promises to people. Like, when I went back home and I fucking, they already told you, like, I'm gonna stop. And then I went and I did 3 days of my, my 2-3 days of, no 3 days of no sleep, working on my core values. And then I was like, oh yeah, dude, I deserve the hit. And I went and hit the fucking weed. Dude, I wanted to grab the fucking one, go, what the, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And like, you just bullshit yourself. But not only did I see myself, your name came in my head. I was like, bro, you told Jonathan Rodriguez that you weren't gonna do it. You told Albert, you told Sil, you told these people. Like, who the fuck are you bullshitting, man?
Yeah.
You know. So if there's one thing I can give to people over there, because I mean we're in California. That's just as big
Yeah.
as
It's
it
all over the
get.
place. Now
Yeah,
it's like every
but
corner.
yeah, but when it comes to being committed, there's not there's no gonna have people calling you every day to hold you accountable.
Yeah.
You're not gonna have that. You're gonna have you, your mind, and your actions. So
Integrity.
yeah, there you go. The
Yeah.
integrity, man. So that's why when I didn't before coming to here last month, which was I believe when we actually did the thing was 8th, 9th, the
Yeah.
10th.
The tent.
Right, the 10th. So
Yeah.
now we're 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th. The 13th was the last time or yeah, the last time I free. I think I have a screenshot, but we're literally a month and a few days, 3 days in of being clean.
Yeah.
And now, dude,
Bro, congratulations, bro. Yeah.
the
One day at a
productiveness.
time. Yeah.
Oh, dude, but now it's. I don't want to like. I'm not saying to brag, dude, um, but it's one of those things that hey, I'm not craving it.
Right.
I don't want it.
Yeah.
And you know what was really funny? I landed in the Airbnb, a freaking mansion, bro. I rented a mansion. Why? A seven bedroom, 4.5 bath, big old kitchen. Like my kid was running, like he was running from the front of the house to the back, almost just in the living room.
Yeah.
Right. And why did I do that? Because I want to see my future. I want to. If I'm gonna stay at any place, it has to be way better than where I'm currently.
That's gonna be your dream house.
Yeah.
That's gonna be coming up.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. It's like I'm
2025.
visualizing it, bro. I'm visualizing it. I'm visualizing, and I'm gonna do something like. I mean, of course, I bought my house. I wanted to buy a duplex. Situation wasn't there for it. Did I have the money? Dude, I came up with the money. I didn't have no savings. I didn't have nothing. Up
Yeah.
to now, I have everything. I'm investing back to myself.
Yeah.
But now I'm already at the point where it's like, all right, dude, it's time to build the safety net for the family, for you.
Yeah.
Because right now, I literally ate at my savings with the cash flow that I didn't have.
Yeah. So that's where that's where you find the connected businesses.
There we go.
That, you know, like that's what I started doing. Like, what do I do? You sell more. What do I do? You sell wholesale. Bro, I run into the cash flow problem. Everybody has cash flow. Okay, this kid's making $10 million, but everybody has different problems. You might have smaller problems. People upper me might have bigger problems, but everybody has problems. And I had a cash flow problem, and I had to come with the solution.
Hey, and you didn't fire nobody, bro.
I didn't fire nobody. What was the solution? Finding ways on making more income. That's the way you do it. There's no, like, if you go crying, depressed, go drinking, that's not going to fix the problem. That's going to get worse.
Like you said, that ripple effect, man.
Yeah.
You start doing that bad habits, and it just more bad habits.
Bad habits. The mindset. I started closing left and right. Boom, boom, boom. Bro, I did like fucking 30 estimates in fucking less than 2 weeks. And my closing rate is like at 90%.
Oh, man, this is my game. I'm like at 67, 70%.
I'm telling you.
Let's go up.
Yeah.
No, and I believe the only reason is that because I'm not having a lot of business come through, but what the little bit that comes through is I'm just following up. So, I mean, for that month, it may be like a 60, 65.
Yeah.
But if it was like, on the long run and those jobs that I end up closing on the following month would have been on that month, it would have been like 80, you know what I mean? But we're following up, man. We're calling, we're doing the work. At the end of the day, we have no control over the cash flow in the sense that, hey, dude, I mean, sometimes people don't want to buy it. But hey, it's okay. You just got to keep following up.
Yeah, yeah. But, what the Grant Cardone says, the close is between the 5 and the 12 call. You gotta be creative. You can't just follow up. You gotta follow up, send an email, video text message, voicemail, mail.
Was it you that you told me about the video?
Yeah, that's what I do every single time, bro. I get the phone, and if they don't reach out to you, fucking go to the Instagram that you see them on, fucking send a text message.
I started doing
go to TikTok too, Facebook, Messenger. Bro, you do everything at the same time. Dude. You don't stop what's working. You build up on top of it. Yeah, that's what I do, bro. Dude. Like, because when I was doing my marketing campaign, that's funny because like people tell me, you know what, you should swap. I'm like, I'm not gonna swap. I'm already doing Yelp. On top of it, I'm gonna do everything else that I'm doing SEO, and I already have a company. It's called Website People. I interviewed this guy, Danny Starr, super smart guy, super smart. He's already doing my marketing. On top of that, I'm already doing Facebook ads, Google ads, and more things that I'm doing. I have a separate team, and I have Tony. I'm not gonna stop. And then I was talking to Rami Raiden, so I'm like, I know it's not coming up yet. Good. But if something works out and it works out, then we can probably do something together. I'm not going to stop everything else. I'm going to build on top of that because you don't stop what is working.
And you know what?
You quadruple on that.
Yeah, you know what? I stopped doing Yelp because I didn't see no ROI the last few months.
Yelp. What I can tell you about Yelp for the audience and everything, Yelp is good. But if you're not responsive, it's not good because Yelp, what usually does, they send your message to like 10 people, and before it was only 3. So the way I do it is I get my phone, and I reply within 5 seconds, not 5 minutes, not 10. If you reply 5 minutes after, you're done. The delete is taken. You want to get your phone 5 seconds after, get your phone and have a template email, template message, or this is what I do. I always do a personalized message, but that's me. I get the phone and I do the little microphone, and I'm like, "Hey, Mrs. Jones, thank you for reaching out. I'm in the area tomorrow at 1 p.m. Would that work for you?" I provide estimates on the spot.
Mm.
Jonathan 323-592-6394. 5 seconds later, boom.
Let's go.
What's the address? It's not even me going, I schedule an estimator. I started doing. I'm not gonna do that the whole time, but I started doing that the past 2-3 weeks just to see how many leads can I get, so I can keep my team accountable to what's possible. What did I do? I lead by example, and then I have the people follow along me.
There's no way to bullshit.
Yeah,
That one's like, what do you mean it's not working? I've been doing it, dude. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, because I can be like, hey, do this, but you're not doing it. You want to do it first, and then have them do it, and teach them how to do it. Not just like do the training, like just do it. But how do I do it? I don't know. And
Now you got like one of the things as CEOs, we got like when you start, you got to start wearing every single hat, right?
Yeah.
And we have to learn a little bit of everything, from marketing to the actual work itself, which is the main one that we start, right?
Yeah.
Marketing, the networking,
Yeah.
the ads. Hey, we got what else do we have? We got how to reply back, talking to people. Like, dude, it's not just one thing that we know. And sometimes we can do that job better than the professionals. But like you gotta delegate. Like that's one thing I'm learning. I gotta start delegating this stuff, man. Because I'm already
Delegation. Yeah, no, business is hard and it's a long game. It's a really long game. There's gonna be a lot of failures, and you need to get up and keep going and keep learning, and don't do the same mistake. And the most important thing that I think, it's being adaptable. If you're not adaptable, then you're done, man. Like new things will come up. Cockroaches been going around for fucking centuries, bro. Thousands of years, bro. They were before the dinosaurs. A cockroach can go fucking without a head for 15 days.
Yeah,
they can swim underwater for fucking one fucking day in a row, bro. They're adaptable. You can't kill a fucking cockroach, bro. So that's how we want to be in the good sense, being adaptable. AI is coming. Whatever's some new messages, new systems. You want to be adaptable. Don't be afraid. Be adaptable.
How much more time do I have right now?
I don't even know. It felt like fucking.
Yeah, like I felt it. Like we're about to hit
for
that
me,
hour.
it's like 2-3 minutes. I'm like,
I know, because the conversation gets that good, man. And
yeah, I mean, whatever you want to ask me, bro.
No,
that's
yeah,
why, yeah.
And the other thing is you have a mentality. Like I said earlier, that not a lot of people have. And by a lot of people, I mean a raza, our own people.
Yeah.
Don't have this type of mentality because we're so limited into what we can do, Like, hey, es nomás para esta gente o para este color de gente. Like, what is a privilege for you, man? What privilege do you have that people talk about? Because people talk about the white privilege.
Yeah.
And to me, like I said, it's people like yourself, people like me, and I'm not saying I'm big time like that, but a lot of people look at me like, oh shit, este cabrón ya agarró casa, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, ¿cuándo? ¿Cómo lo hizo? Ya agarró su troquita, ya agarró like, dude, I'm literally buying new things. I'm not buying new shit anymore.
Yeah.
You know? Other than the house, of course, that's from the freaking 30s, 40s.
Yeah.
But it's other than that, it's like, hey, I'm trying to buy the new truck. Now I'm trying to work on getting the second truck so that we can get the second guy out to start doing the work. I don't want to worry about driving him around. I'm not your fucking chauffeur. I'm here to teach you and making sure that you do this stuff right, and then you can go and do your stuff.
Yeah.
For you, what is that privilege?
For me, there's no such thing as privilege. For me, it's just the inner self. It's yourself. There's no privilege. It's just being yourself and taking massive action and taking the right action. You could be taking a bunch of action, but it's going to be the wrong action. Back in the days when the slaves and the black and the white, that was back in the days. Nowadays, you could do anything, bro. Anybody can do anything. As long as you're taking the right action, you're finding the right people, you're providing a bunch of value, and you're connecting and surrounding yourself with like-minded people in your industry. Not in the industry, because you could be in the wrong industry. Taking the right action. You could take a bunch of wrong action. You could be fucking taking a bunch of action, but it's going to take you a long time. But if you already know what you want, you already manifested, you have a blueprint, nothing will stop you, especially if you're competitive, especially if you're outworking someone else, especially if you're doing more in the right way. You're finding the right people. You have collaboration, because you could be doing it by yourself. But if you have someone that already done it, it's way ahead of the game. He's going to take you way, way faster. It's like a shortcut, bro. It doesn't matter the color. You got to find the right people. You got to get your mindset straight. You gotta fucking crush it, bro. Take action. Take the right action.
Only at Guerreros Podcast are you hearing
Yeah.
the real raw truth
Yeah.
about what it takes.
And it's not easy.
Yeah.
It's freaking hard, bro. But that's why you gotta enjoy it. Yeah.
Hey, don't get a heart attack through this, man.
Yeah.
I was going to the IE mastermind on Thursday, and I feel like anytime I'm really stressed, man, it's like I feel like my eyes are about to pop out, and I get like pain on the back of my neck.
Yeah.
And like you said, I didn't even know that biohacking was a thing, right?
Yeah.
I would start every night. This past week I hadn't done it because of water here, man. I was like, dude, the shower is like stupid, and I don't want to fucking do it. It was just excuses, shit, right?
Yeah.
I was like, but you have a freaking pool in the backyard.
There it is.
And then, dude, I woke up. What was it? The day of the mastermind. I was like, dude, I woke up and I just had like literally the pain from the back of my shoulder, like kinked all the way to the back of my head, and it felt like someone was pushing my eyes out. And I'm like, dude, I think I might have to go to the hospital. Like, and my mom is like, hijo, relájate. I was like, this stress is good stress, ma. I was like, of course, no stress is good, but this is the type of stress that's gonna help me build on what I need to know and what I need to understand to make sure that I'm freaking, getting ready for what I need to get ready. And I was like, you know what? Cold plunge time. I was already doing the cold shower right there, like, for 5 minutes every day. I do my cold shower, 5 minutes. And I set my timer 5 minutes. I put my watch on top of the shower, like leaning. And then once you hear the freaking vibration on the watch.
It falls down and it breaks.
Yeah, no, seriously. It's falling down a couple of times, but I figure out the system.
Yeah.
Right. And so I was like, every night I would shower with cold water. And I'm like, that's my time to pray. That's the time to myself to have on my time, like you said, that downtime of, dude, breathe, relax, let the ideas flow, let the stress relieve, And I didn't want to go to the IE mastermind all freaking stressed out because I didn't want people to feel that. At the end of the day, I want to give the best quality, that energy, that Jonathan Rodriguez energy, man. I wanted to give him that energy because at the end of the day, I'm there for one thing and one thing only.
Yeah.
Oh, well, a couple things, but the main thing is to learn. The second thing is to offer whatever value I can because I don't want to just take. Right? Yeah. But I looked at the pool. I'm like, I don't want to get in the pool. Oh, dude, that's when you have to do it. When you say you don't want to. When you say I can't. When you get that little bit of fear, that heart pumping, And I was like, all right, dude. I was already dressed.
Yeah.
Like I have my shirt, my dress shirt, my pants.
I was ready to go.
I should have, but I was like, I have nothing else right now. This is what I want to wear for the day. I was like, all right. I went upstairs, grabbed a towel. It was like 7:30. 8.
You got the red lights?
No, but that's gonna be next, man. And then I was like, all right, dude, you gotta do it. I took out my shirt. I took out my undershirt.
Just make sure there's no neighbors.
Oh, there were, man, but they're not tripping. There's an Airbnb. I'm sure they've seen way more out of content stuff, man. PG-13, rated R,
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? My time to shine.
Yeah.
I literally went, took out my stuff, hung it because it was like the kitchen and then the back door to the pool.
Yeah.
Hung it on the chair. Yeah. Went upstairs, grabbed my towel, wrapped it around my I didn't even know I still have my underpants. Yeah. Because I was gonna say leggings. It's just that my thermals. I have my thermals.
You're thinking Dodgers game?
Yeah, I was like, I have my thermals on, and I was like, I'm gonna go in, bro. And I grabbed my phone, I put it, and I recorded the cold plunge, and I posted it up. I think the next day or that same day, I forget. Dude, I went in there. It was 52 degrees outside. That water is supposed to be heated water. Dude, they never turn on the heater for us.
Yeah.
So I just walked.
But you got the cold benefits.
Yeah, dude.
Biohacking shit, bro.
I kid you not. That like the next couple of hours.
Yeah.
The pain just went away. Yeah. No more freaking stress. No more.
But you know why? Because you're you're like biohacking, like the doctor said.
Dr. Jason.
Yeah, usually shout out to you. Shout out to Jason Chiriano.
Yeah, you freaking
Viva Life.
Yeah, Viva. I was going to say Viva Life, man. That guy's freaking amazing guy. He's one of the things I told him I want to interview him as well on Guerreros Podcast. Yeah. I was like, hey man, I think it would be a beautiful thing to have you on Guerreros Podcast because health is wealth, and I need you to tell people what it is to take care of yourself the way you just showed us. Because I felt it wasn't a sell. Yeah, he wasn't telling us to go in and buy this program. It wasn't about money, man. It was about actual, real doctor care. Yeah, So for anybody out there. Look up Dr. Jason, Viva Care. He's out in Rancho Cucamonga, right?
Yeah, Rancho
Cucamonga. He's definitely a caring doctor in the sense that he's not, of course, it's a service, man. You got to pay to take care of yourself, man. Don't freaking go cheap on this. At the end of the day, you're the money maker. You're the guy that's going to be bringing all these dreams to life. All the people that are gonna, like you said earlier, man, you gotta take care of yourself so you can take care of others. If you're not taking care of you, how do you expect to do that? So hit up
100%.
Dr. Jason, man, at Viva Life. He's gonna freaking take care of you, especially if you are here in the SoCal area. 1 hour, hour and a half to meet the guy, man. He's doing amazing work.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. He's changing lives.
Yeah, he definitely is.
Yeah.
And let me ask you the question that I love to ask, man. What does it mean to be a guerrero? To John
Guerrero
Let's
Podcast.
go,
Let's go.
What does it mean
It means to be a
guerrero?
Spartan. It means to be the best of the best. Guerrero Podcast is similar to Limitless CEO. It means that delivering value, over delivering to people. It doesn't matter the skin, it doesn't matter the color. It's just delivering to those people that don't have the resources to pay a mentorship, and they can just hop online on a simple podcast. Our podcast, or the shorts, whatever it is, get that value and take it, implement it. You know, it's all these little golden nuggets. That's what Guerrero Podcast, Limitless CEO is, man. It's just providing value, giving back to the community. In simple words, you know, you're not paying. I know when you don't pay attention. But if you pay attention without paying and you implement it, then you're going to take a lot of action. You're going to fucking get the results.
Wow,
You know, but that's what it is. It's just providing value to the community, to the people that don't have those resources.
damn, brother, that is really, if you don't pay attention. That's the thing, man. Sometimes it's not that it has to be about money, man, but
Yeah.
when people, like you just said, when people don't pay, they don't value that information because it didn't cost them anything.
Yeah.
You know, but my goal with Guerrero Podcast, like I said, is to bring people like yourself, limitless CEOs.
Yeah. There's no limits.
You know, there's no freaking limits, man. We're here to let you know that everything is possible. If over here,
1,000%.
Jonathan Rodriguez literally started in 2018, right? 2018,
Yeah.
and he's already at a level where, you know, he's making my income and tripling it. And dude, he's over here making the moves that are life changing, not just for him, but for his family, for his crew, for not just himself. Like, he's taking care of people, man, taking care of the people that are taking care of families. So in a sense, you're not just taking care of your workers, bro. You're taking care of their entire family unit.
Yeah.
So that to me is a beautiful thing, and that is one of the inspiring things to me, or as a business owner, to be able to bring not only me in the winning,
Mhm.
but bring and create a crew that they could win and grow, not only spiritually, mentally, but of course monetarily. I want to be that type of leader. That's why I'm hanging around people that set that example in life. Because why am I all the way in SoCal when I could be finding people in San Francisco? Because San Francisco to me is I don't have anybody out there right now.
Yeah.
It's just
yeah.
me, right? But coming down all the way over here, I always make these great connections. And man, we're about to, like I said, we got some big game plans coming our way. I'm not gonna share them just yet, but
Stay tuned. Stay tuned for more. Coming soon. This guy's up and coming.
Ooh,
Keep an eye, man. He's taking action.
Hey, if you keep both eyes on, even better. And if you keep both ears on, dude, you're gonna win. And if you stay till right now watching this because I mean, I don't know about y'all, man, but once I'm done with this, I'm gonna go replay this whole thing back and take notes, because that's what I do. I always grab.
There it is.
Like, you don't see me in a notebook right here, but I'm just listening. I'm listening and I'm capturing.
Yeah.
But now that was the first form. What's the second form? For me is to go back, listen, take notes.
Exactly. Take
Take
notes.
notes. And then, you know what? Like I said earlier, I'm not just gonna take notes, bro. I'm gonna go back and execute, apply what I learned.
Implementation.
Thank you for that word, man. Implement what I'm learning. I'm not here to waste his time, because at the end of the day, man, the value that he just brought in today is for all my Latinos, all my Mexican brothers and sisters, that you can definitely take this information and freaking run with it. And let me tell you, if I can do it to the point where I can double up my life and buy a house in less than a year, before it was just a limited belief to myself that it's going to take me forever.
Exactly.
Dude, networking. I would have never met Jonathan had I not invested $5,000 myself to meet Jonathan Rodriguez, that led me to the IE Mastermind, that led me to this point in time right now. It's about investing in yourself. If you don't have the money, that's fine. Take, like you say, grab what you got, right? Pay attention to what just happened right now.
Pay attention. Just commit, and then you'll figure it out later. Just commit. Commit. Everything will come.
Dude, and another thing, you know, what I learned is to be, not only to be committed, but lose the fear.
Yeah.
Lose that fear. Fear is always going to be there, yeah. You won't be able to lose it, but you know what? You got bigger things to lose if you just get stuck on not losing that fear. And dude, you definitely lost. It looks like, I mean, are you scared? There's probably some fear there, right?
There's always going to be fear, but I'm at that point that I don't really care about fear. I just care about taking action. And I lose hundreds of thousands of dollars, bro, in deals. I lose money in lawsuits. I lose money in eviction. Last eviction was $18,000. My office managing the rental units, they were like for stressing out. My guy at the office was like grabbing his hair out. I don't know what's going on. Oh, the bill's going up. The lawyer is charging $700 an hour. I'm like, bro, it is what it is. What's the best solution? Give me 3 solutions. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, let's do this. Let's do that. I'm already went through it. It was $18,000.
Hey, what was the name of that guy that showed you that program when you were talking outside? The guy that was with Alan.
The guy that was with Alan.
Yeah, the one that helped you.
Oh, Leo Gonzalez.
Leo Gonzalez, bro.
Christ Built Life. Follow the podcast. He's a great guy.
Yeah, dude. Like one of the things he said is like one of the members at the IE Mastermind group shared that he was going through the first lawsuit.
Yeah,
and I saw it in his eyes. I had just interviewed him that day as well.
Yeah,
you know, I don't even think we should bleep his name out because I don't want to put his business out there.
Yeah,
but he was talking about being he got in a lawsuit, right? And then they're like, dude, I don't know what to do. And then here comes. He's like, oh, dude, don't worry about it. I've been in 5. And I was like, dude, I just like, what the hell? It's like, it's nothing, man.
This is nothing. This is my bread and butter.
Yeah.
This is what I do for a living.
Man. So, you know what I mean? That type of mentality.
And I'm like, hey,
right.
Come on. I want to talk to you. I'm like, I want to talk to you.
Yeah, dude, seriously, like those type of mentalities is what
those are the people you want to get surrounded with.
Yeah, no
smart
fear.
people.
No fear.
Yeah,
no limits.
Fear. Yeah. No limits.
Guerreros.
Yeah.
You know, the real word.
Limitless.
Limitless guerreros, man. Yeah. People that have no limits, people that have that mentality to keep fighting,
1,000%, yeah.
Yeah. When I was talking to that guy, man, or like when y'all were talking, right, and I jumped in, I was just listening, man. You're hustling. You know how we do, man. We're from the hood.
Yeah, 100%.
We're focusing on something, but we're listening over here to the stuff that's happening.
Yeah, and now that you're saying that like we're from the hood, it's true, bro. Like I don't fucking care. I was working 20 hours a day on the field, sanding, spraying. So when they tell me work 16 hours, just brainstorming, piece of cake, bro. That's just fucking. I do it on my sleep. I was working fucking 16, 18 hours a day. I was working two, 3 fucking jobs, bro. Bro, I could do anything, bro. Hey, I'm not afraid of work, bro. I've been working the past 25 years, 16, 18 hours a day. I don't care, bro.
Let's go.
I could go back, bro. I was sleeping in the fucking living room with 10 guys, with my family out. Like, we were like 10, 10 people in one living room. Eating frijoles with fucking water. I used to ask for milk. There's no milk. There's no Coke. There's water and frijoles and queso. That's it, bro. That was my fucking meals.
Yeah, man. And not to be mean the frijolitos, because they be delicious.
Yeah, they're fucking bomb, bro. Now that you know what I do, I get burritos with no fucking rice. I just get frijoles.
Yeah,
it reminds me of my fucking childhood, bro. Frijoles and carne asada, because I like carne, so it's frijoles and carne.
Hey, you just talked about childhood, and you're here in the alleys, right? What's it called, Santee Alley?
Santee Alleys, los callejones.
Los callejones.
Downtown LA.
That's where my story started in the U.S., bro. I brought my mom with me.
Yeah.
And she was talking about, oh, yeah, man, I remember when I used to take you and your sister con las mochilas llenas, because at the time we weren't even in school.
Yeah.
Out of that fear of, hey, si los meto en la escuela, ¿qué va a pasar?
Yeah.
But it's like, me acuerdo cuando llevaba los callejones, llevaba su carrito de un little push cars por mandado.
Yeah.
Packed to the ass with tortas, man.
There
and then my sister would have, my sister that's,
hey, but you were happy back then, right?
Oh,
so that's
dude.
all that matters.
Hey, and then one of the things that always stuck to me was like, hey, she took me to work. She took me to do all this stuff that other kids were in school enjoying their day. And here I was with my mom. And at the time, I didn't realize it, dude. I was like, ex-mom, dude, I'm just following.
Yeah.
But we had la mochila llena de lonches. I had the ones with jamón and queso. My sister had the ones with jamón, queso, y jalapeño. And the carrito, she had a mix.
You have your little system going on there?
Yeah, little system. Yeah. And like I said, back then, of course, I didn't understand the system. But that was the system.
Yeah.
And coming back to my humble beginnings every time, bro, it's just kind of like,
bro, wow. that brings me back to like when I was like also like I was on los callejones back in, right now we own like 5 stores in right here in the area, but like back then I was selling like fucking batteries, bro. We used to go to like down the street, get them for wholesale, and then come here and then just on the fucking on Christmas, and we're just selling to buy a scooter, bro. And it was good days, bro. My homie that rest in peace, he passed out and bad habits, but I mean we're having a good time, bro. Like I mean. We're living life.
You ever remember the little machines? Because we're the same age. I'm pretty sure you do. The little red machine that had a little painting of a car, and then you had a little steering wheel to move the little car around.
Yeah, I remember those.
I was like, mamá, ¿se acuerda cuando estábamos acá y no me pudo ni comprar ese juguetito de $10?
Sí. Like, but it's not on her, though, but it's just the times.
Yeah, it was like the hard times. I was, at the time I was 9.
Yeah.
When we came, it's like, sí, hijo, ¿cómo me dolió? ¿Cómo no te lo pude agarrar? No se agüite. Todo eso lo que está haciendo, lo que pasó, es lo que me está haciendo.
Yeah.
La persona que soy hoy. So, al rato no vamos a andar manejando un carrito, que estamos en un pinche carro, no. Los
Yeah.
juguetes de veras.
La pinche mamalona.
La mamalona, like the one that Jonathan has over there, dude. When I see you walked out of that, I was like, hey, la mamalona. It was badass, dude.
Yeah.
But, I appreciate your time. Thank you for being in
1000%,
Guerreros Podcast,
bro.
brother. It's a freaking pleasure always freaking talking to you, man, because I always get a ton of knowledge from you, man. A couple of times that I met you, the knowledge that you've been giving me, always over delivering.
Always, bro. The Bugatti experience every single time. Let's get it.
Let's get it. You're like, I'm just a blessed man in the fact that I'm here with you. I'm here with the opportunities that have been presenting themselves.
Yeah,
and I'm one thing I learned, man, is not to say no to God.
Yeah.
If God says, hey, dude, I got this for you, take it. I'm not going to say no to him, because at the end of the day, he's over here trying to save me out from drowning, and I'm saying no to the ship. I'm saying no to the life vest. I'm saying no to all this. Like, nah, dude, take it, apply it, run with it, and let's make it happen, because we're not stopping, man. Yeah. We're not stopping. So you already know, man. Ready for the Guerreros? Let's go or what?
Yeah. Guerrero, let's go!
Guerreros, let's go! Beautiful. Hey, man, if you guys have any questions, any comments, drop it down any questions or any comments, man, drop it down. Put a fire emoji so I know you stayed till the end. That's how I'm going to know who's who, honestly, at the end. Because if you're not staying here till the end, dude, you missed out on a lot of freaking good gold nuggets that Jonathan dropped today.
Millions of dollars of value right there. Easily.
How much have you invested in self-improvement?
In myself, I think hundreds of thousands of dollars easily. And keep going, bro. I keep going and keep going. I don't think about it. I just think of ways of how to create more income.
There you go.
I don't cut my costs. I keep going. And I keep
don't
going.
make money a limit and belief.
Yeah.
Money, there's freaking plenty in this world. So make sure that you make the best out of their situation. Make the best out of what's going on right now. And don't let money stop you from doing what you're in freaking the United States, bro. Yeah. There's money everywhere. Yeah. Sometimes you find $1 on the floor. That's enough to buy you something. Yeah. I mean, nowadays, probably not. But you know what I mean? There's money.
No, there is money everywhere. If you look around, there's millions of dollars already around you, anywhere you are.
I mean, I'm sitting on how much under there?
Already. Like businesses, lightning, whatever it is. Like you look around, like cities, public, whatever, there's millions money, of dollars around you every single time.
There's I think you said, was it about a quarter? Was it a quarter of inventory?
Oh, here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, here we have about like $500,000 of inventory.
I'm saying on top of $500,000 right now, believe it or
inventory.
Not counting the equipment, not counting Tony over here has a ton of value, because otherwise I wouldn't even know if this shit was recording, right? Did I record it with Jesse? And I put like a setup kind of like this. And then I was like, all right, Jesse, sit right there, bro. I got you. All right, now me. And I was recording me from here down. I was like, wow, bro. I was like, well, at least I have something showing both of us. And, I have you. And then we have a good audio. Yeah. But guys, thank you for coming in. Thank you for tuning into Guerreros Podcast. Again, you already know we're bringing you nothing but the best of minds, because at the end of the day, my goal is to bring you value and make sure that you, at the end of the day, it's on you. But if you grab any of this little gold nuggets that were dropped, and I said little because it was a few back to back, more than a few, and you grab all this and create your own recipe, like they say, man, success leave clues. And all the clues I got dropped here today, man, valuable, millions of dollars. So make sure you grab them, make sure you write them down, and make sure you apply them. Don't freaking just write them down and put them under your bed or freaking hide them in your backpack. Again, thank you very much. And thank you again, man, because it's always a pleasure having you.
My pleasure.
Until next time, Guerreros.
And then just one last thing. Please follow Guerreros Podcast, Jonathan Solis.
Oh, that's
and
right.
then Limitless CEO. Make sure you subscribe. Jonathan Rodriguez, CEO, on all social media platforms.
That's right.
If you guys want to buy wholesale, Forma Tu Cuerpo LA. That's where the value is right there. Wholesale, retail, affiliates, and online.
Dude, we're gonna put We're gonna put all those links, all those names on there for you guys, so that you guys know where to reach. Jonathan Rodriguez, dude, this guy's an amazing man. He's not just providing value, man. He's providing me his time, which, quite honestly, I wouldn't be able to afford right now. But I am a blessed man. I'm a blessed man, and I am thankful for it. 1, 2, 3.
Guerreros Podcast. Let's go! Woo! Woo! Let's get it.
That's beautiful, man. I love it.